Adam, are you happy with the resolution of the medal issue?
Oh, I think so. And this is probably beyond coaching and my commentary on the game, but I think to have someone like Ross honoured still is important for WA. So I did go through a few roundabouts, but I think we might have got there in the end.
So is it a good compromise?
Oh, I would have thought so. If there was to be a compromise, that would be it. So, like I said, it wasn't my decision, but I'm glad it's been resolved to a certain degree.
Do you have any concerns about how he might be greeted by an away team? Now they've all been told he's a West Coast person.
Yeah, I'm not a North Melbourne person at one stage, wasn't he? So he's WA. He's a WA legend. So I'm sure he's got thick skin. He'll be fine, no matter how he gets treated after the game. But you know, it's a passionate sport with passionate supporters. But it'd be great if we all showed him the respect on game day. But I don't think he's planning for it.
Yeah, I think he thinks he's going to get booed.
Oh, well, that's just footy. That's okay. He's okay. He's fine.
What do you think about the potential renaming of the medal?
Oh, like I said, it looks like it's heading in the right direction. So probably not here to talk about the medal, but I'm glad we've come to a resolution to this point.
Have you got some injury concerns? There's reports on radio this morning that pretty much half your midfield, in fact maybe all your midfield might be injured.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I haven't heard that.
Elliot Yeo, a hamstring.
Yeah. Okay.
No?
Oh, no, it's a first to my knowledge. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Do you expect Shuey to play, She to play, Yeo to play?
I hope so. We have no one left if they don't play. So, yeah, if that's the reports, then that's the reports. I have to wait and see.
Is Shuey going to be a management issue for a while, do you think, similar with his toe?
Yeah. Yeah, he's treating it the same as he treated it last week. So, yeah, I would have thought he'd be okay.
How's Jeddah tracking his sore?
Yeah, he was just pulled up a bit sore from the last few weeks and needed a week off. So pulled the right rein there. We had a pinch, could have played him. We gave him to the last minute, but he's had a really good week off and he'll play.
We've seen Yeo go to fly quite a few occasions and normally does a pretty good job. Are we going to see that in this?
He might. I think he wrote about it, or he did a report on it in the media during the week that he was doing it, but that was before I spoke to him. So I would have thought they'll cross paths at some stage throughout the day. You know, Yoey's probably our biggest and strongest midfielder, and if you are going to match up on Fife, you're probably going to have a pretty big physical presence as much as you can bring anyway. So they'll probably cross paths throughout the day.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying Fife is back with Brownlow medal form. Yeah. How have you viewed him this season?
He's probably slightly in front of that form, to be honest. The way he's playing and the way he's running and getting between contests is something that I've noticed is elevated. So he's in really good touch. He's you know, with Sandilands back in really good form as well. I mean, that combination's one of the strongest in the comp. So that's definitely something we've got to be aware of.
What can you do to limit his influence?
Well, there's no third up, but we've got Nick back, so and Scott Lycett, so that's going to be a pretty interesting battle. The midfield battles, you know, we really admire what Fremantle have brought with their strength in their midfield. They've got a lot of All-Australians there, and it's a real strength of theirs. So it's something we're aware of, and we're going to try really hard to stop.
Can Nick ramp up his minutes this week, do you think, against Sandy? It's such a big job.
Look, he could. We're working through that. It's been a slow burn. So at some stage he's going to have to elevate his minutes. So it might be a little bit this week. We think we've got a really good support in Scott. So his minutes are increasing as well. He missed a full season pretty much last year as well. So both of those guys are getting pretty close to being able to produce some more minutes and hopefully more impact.
Adam, who are you expecting Barney Banfield will get sent to?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's, you know, the obvious ones would, you know, I suppose was Luke Shuey and Andrew Gaff, but he's done jobs on inside and outsides. He's also done jobs on rebounding defenders as well. So we'll plan for all that, and we suspect he will tag them.
In the past, Freo seem to have sort of identified Shuey as the man to stop.
Yeah, they're a completely different side, Freo, from the past. I think I said it yesterday. It could be up to 12 different changes from that round 17 game, and we've probably got 7 or 8 ourselves. So 2 different teams, different stadium, probably slightly different brands of football since last year. So that's exciting for everyone.
Sort of defensive round last weekend in terms of scoring. Do you expect it to be more of a similar way with a low-scoring derby, or is it going to be a bit more open?
It's really hard
last
to.
weekend across the board.
It's hard to plan what kind of game you're going to get in terms of scoring because both teams got pretty clear objectives. It's to score and keep theirs as low as possible. So I think both of us have been reasonably good at doing both, with scoring pretty heavily and also restricting oppo scores. So that's a challenge for both sides, getting that balance right because. I think scoring from both sides has gone up a little bit this year.
With Petruccelli coming in, identify that need for speed, I suppose, in the forward half a little bit. What role will he play? As a Venable sort of role? Yeah,
he'll play forward. Yeah, his first game, Derby debutant. I'm not sure how many there's been. I'm sure there's been a few. I think Jamie Graham might have played his first game, kicked a couple of goals, so he tells me. So exciting for him. He's 18 years old. Coming over from Epping in Victoria. He's been here for 4 or 5 months and now he gets to play in the most important game of the year so far. So that brings energy to our group. He'll be our 5th debutant this year. We've tried really hard to get some youth through our side, especially in the front half, and he complements what we're looking for. Had a really good game at East Perth on the weekend. It's probably not a big bank of form for Jack, but we think he'll provide us with some exciting speed and hopefully some good pressure.
How important is the pressure in the forward half? Freo like to rebound out of defence, don't over their kickers and run from half back.
Yeah, look, I think they're AFL 2 for kicking efficiency. They're using the ball really well, using the whole ground. They're playing the oval quite well as well. So a lot of their rebounds from the back half. We're pretty similar, when you look at how we go about it as well. So that's another battle within the battle.
Adam, was part of your decision on Petruccelli having to assess his personality a bit, and did you decide that he's the type of kid that won't be intimidated by this sort of occasion?
Oh, look, I wish I could say that you could get that right, but no, in terms of can they handle the big stage, I mean, how many 18-year-olds can? It's going to be a real eye-opener for not only Jack, there's probably several players who haven't played in a derby before, so he's just excited. I don't think he's overthinking it. There'll be stages where I think a lot of players will look out of place at stages, but it's all part of the experience. And we're not afraid to play our kids in big games.
If they just do the one change Johnson in for Taberner, it means their forward line's quite small unless Sandy goes forward. Does that change your thinking, or does that maybe play into your hands with Barris and McGovern and your taller defenders?
Yeah, I don't think we've got an overly tall backline ourselves. So you've got to be flexible these days. There's a lot of teams now playing smaller forward lines. So we got touched up JLT2 with their smalls and how we go about selecting our side. We won't mix it up too much. We think we've got a pretty solid back 6, back 7 with a couple of other guys coming through in our back half. We think they're pretty flexible, but it's a smaller type of forward line. It will be if Taberner goes out of the side, but hopefully if there's good enough pressure up the ground, we should get some turnovers in our back half.
Can we go back to the reports of the injuries? You were pretty vague before. Can you be a bit more definitive about what you can tell us about when? At the moment, your fans have heard that Kennedy, Nui, Yo, Shuey, and Sheed are unlikely to play this weekend. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a reporter, so I'm assuming that was on the radio this morning. Yeah. You're in hiding to nothing because if they play sore, and if they don't play, we're all vindicated. So I'm just going to let it hang, and you guys will work it out when we do the selection and on the day.
At the moment, that leaves me in doubt.
Hey, well, that doesn't worry me. You think what you want.
Is Kennedy trained this week?
Yeah, trained fully.
Have they all trained fully this week?
They don't always train fully. No, there's normally some managed minutes there for all of our players. So that's where it's at.
So should your fans be concerned they won't see their best team out there this weekend?
No.
And we understand the AFL is likely to make an announcement this afternoon on whether to make the grand final at Swallow game.
Oh, are they?
Or not.
Okay.
Do you have an opinion on that?
Off the top of my head, it wouldn't worry me, but it's getting close to twilight anyway. It starts pretty late in the afternoon, and I think, it'd probably add to the spectacle. Yeah, but I'm not overthinking that one.